Hey there guys, what's up? I'm back with a new custom action figure review for you. And today I have the custom Marvel Legends Secret War Spider-Man. This came in the same day with the Amazing Spider-Man. And this is also made by Sir Keith Robles at Kisu. So I've had this figure for a few days now. I haven't been able to review it the same day with the Amazing Spider-Man figure, but yeah, I'm still excited to show you guys my new custom figure. So a little more into the suit itself, the look. This first appeared in the Secret War comic book miniseries by Marvel. That was back in 2004. Funnily enough, the miniseries is usually mixed up with Secret Wars comic that was back in the 1950s or 1980s, I think. I'm not pretty sure, but all I know is that they keep mixing up the two. So that's why this suit isn't really easy to find, or this look isn't easy to find. But this suit is familiar for people who have played the games, like Shattered Dimensions, PS4 Spider-Man. This suit is mostly known in the games, not in the comics. But in the comics, the suit is covert suit made by Shield, made by Nick Fury for a group of heroes he led in a secret war in Latveria. In the series, though, a bunch of them didn't remember or don't remember anything that happened during that time. So when it came back to the present, a lot of augmented villains was after them. That's what at least I read on my Google search. But I have been trying to catch up on my reading on this figure so I can get a better feel of it. But I'm definitely excited because I have been waiting for this figure to come. I have been waiting for Hasbro to make this figure. So let's get a closer look at the figure. And taking a closer look at the figure, you can see that it's very detailed. Very good job and clean paint job by Sir Keith. Never expected it would look this cool. I actually expected it to be just plain black, but he made it a bit of ash gray, I think. If I stand corrected, please let me know. I'm not great with colors, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this figure turned out. If you can see it, the eyes isn't your standard Spidey eyes. This is a new Spidey head sculpt, close to what it looks like in the PS4 Spidey game. Like there's shutters in there. Let me give you a closer look. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can see the sculpt right there. That gives it the shutter feeling. Yeah, and you can't probably tell, or maybe you can't tell. This is Oops, let me just put it in the middle, right there. So, if you could tell, the body that was used for this figure was the retro body, retro Spidey. And I asked Sir Keith to provide some extra hands because the retro Spidey body doesn't come with wall crawling hands. So I asked Sir Keith to provide them, and seeing as how this figure turned out really well, you can see the insignia is different from what we usually see. This is molded onto the body. Same goes for these parts, these blue parts. Everything is clean painted. Yeah. So I'm very happy with how this figure turned out. So the figure does come with some accessories and alternate heads. It has two alternate heads, two pairs of alternate hands. So first up is this uh, regular retro Spidey head. I'll focus it up for you. It's been repainted for the color scheme of the suit. Uh, I think it's been slightly modified. Uh, I'm not sure, but I think the eyes, the lens, isn't supposed to be that far out. Isn't supposed to be that pointy. But I do appreciate the slight change. It does look cooler that way. And sorry. Okay. Let me fix it up. And next is the Steve Ditko head. So you can see it's the same head, just repainted to match the color scheme of the suit. And next up is the pair of whipping hands. They're basically the same, just repainted to match the color. And the same goes with the wall crawling hands, repainted. All of it is very clean and matches the suit well, and it pops right in very nicely. And next up we have the custom base for the figure. It's the same base as the one that came in with the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield suit. So not much there, but it's still fairly painted well. No unintended paint rub. Looks very real. So yeah, very much appreciated. This is very much appreciated, Sir Keith. Thank you for this. Yeah. So let's compare the three heads on the Spidey figure. Personally, I do think this new head sculpt does look good, and I would probably display it with this head. But I still wanna show you guys what the other two looks on the figure itself. So first up, we have what you can see here is the new head sculpt by Sir Keith, and this is what the regular head looks. Regular repainted head looks. So there you go. There you have it. It does look good on the figure. So next is the Steve Ditko head. Most of the time, if you look at the suit in the comics, the eyes are pretty much like squinted, but in recent iterations, the eyes do appear like the regular eyes, bug eyes, if you will. But this does look good on the figure too. Yeah. But I do prefer the new head more on the figure. So moving on to the articulation of the figure. This figure is on the retro Spidey mold, so it's pretty articulated. This body mold has been deemed the best Marvel Legends Spidey body mold, and a lot of people have been waiting for Hasbro to reuse this body mold. So let's take a closer look at the articulation. So the head can move up that far, can move down that far. This goes the same for all three heads. It can move sideways and it can head pivot. So the hand does move out that far, has butterfly joints. It can move down that far. Upper arm swivel, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The hands can move up that far, can move down, and it can rotate. The same goes for the other hands. The body can bend forward that far using both joints. This is an upper diaphragm swivel, so it can rotate and swivel and pivot in any direction you want. And it helps to have this ab crunch. I think this is an ab crunch to help with the bending, so it does help to get that dynamic. Although the retro Spidey is known for the gaps, and I'm hoping for Hasbro to improve on that. But for now, we have to deal with it. So the legs can move down that far, can move down and move back. It helps with articulation and that posing. It can move forward that far, move back that far, and it does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed elbows. It does have a calf rotation, calf swivel, and the feet can move up that far, yep, that far, move down that far, bit more I think, yeah. And it does have ankle pivot, yep, ankle pivot right there. So yeah, it's pre-articulated, and I'm happy to have this figure on this body mold. It suits the look pretty well. So into the sizing of the figure, it's pretty standard. It's just about above 6 inches, below 6 inches and a half. So yeah, it's pretty standard, and like it's the same size as all the other Marvel Legends. So let's get into comparisons. I have here for you is the Advanced Suit Spidey and the Miles Morales Spidey. These are all Marvel Legends, and in comparison, they all look good right next to each other. These two are in the same game, the PS4 Spidey game, and I put in Miles over here, because he is in the same universe as the PS4 Spidey. So yeah, these three do look good next to each other. And next up, the Stealth Suit Big Time Spidey and the Retro Spidey that this Spidey figure, this custom, uses as a base body mold. So let me just zoom it out a bit so you can see standing next to each other better. Yeah, so as you can see, it is the same body mold, and upon further inspection, the head is altered a bit. This head, to be specific, yeah, this head is altered with the Retro Spidey head. So yeah, and I put in the Stealth Suit Spidey since it's, you know, covert. It's used for covert or stealth activities, stealth missions. So yeah, and last but not least, last but not least, I have my Spider Persona Spider Legs. Let me just. So there you have it. So they do look good, in my opinion, though. He is my Spider Persona, though. You can see that my Spider Persona figure is a bit taller, but it is modified. So yeah, I do think they look good on next to each other. And here's the figure on the custom base that I came with. So overall, I do think that the figure is awesome. The suit, I love the suit, and I love how this figure came out. And I'm pretty happy that I did have Sir Keith make this for me. Also glad that he did accept this. So he had to make two figures for me at the same time. So it did take a while for me to get it, but yeah, I do appreciate. It was a smart move to use the retro Spidey mold. I don't see a lot of customizers except for Pounds to make a custom Spidey using the retro Spidey mold. But I do hope Hasbro does make this for collectors because it really is an awesome figure, and I do think it's underrated since it isn't as popular as the other suits in the game. And my favorite part about the figure is that the Spidey logo on the back is sculpted, and I do love that Sir Keith did give me a new head sculpt for the figure. And that's the review, guys. I do hope you enjoy my vids. I'll be leaving Sir Keith's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel on the description below as usual. And if you do want some custom figures, I do recommend getting yours from him. He has fair rates, reasonably priced. He does give some suggestions. He is very easy to talk to. He's very accommodating. So yeah. So if you enjoyed the vid, please leave a like and leave me a comment if you have any thoughts on the figure. That's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. Bye guys. Bye. Sorry guys.